And older patients are getting readmitted to the hospital with 3 different illnesses at a high rate.
3 common illnesses sending many older patients to the hospital are heart attack, heart failure, and pneumonia. 1 in 5 of these patients end up being readmitted to the hospital within 30 days after they leave.
The period after people leave the hospital is a very high-risk period, and there's increasing attention about how we can make this a safer time for people.
Even though they may make it through the initial hospitalization, they remain at elevated risk for a broad range of new medical problems.
Dr. Harlan Krumholtz and Dr. Kumar Dhamarajan from the Center for Outcomes Research and Evaluation at Yale New Haven Hospital and co-authors studied Medicare fee-for-service beneficiaries admitted to the hospital with these 3 common illnesses from 2007 to 2009. Researchers studied what happened to patients during the first 30 days after discharge, how soon they were readmitted, the reason for rehospitalization, and whether race, sex, or ethnicity were associated with when and why they were readmitted.
2/3 of all those hospitalizations occurred in that early 2 weeks. And the earlier, the higher the risk. People remained at high risk throughout the month. So despite the fact that the highest risk was early, they still were in pretty high risk even 2, 3, and 4 weeks after leaving the hospital.
If they had a heart attack, they may be at risk for things besides a heart attack after hospitalization, such as bleeding or an infection or a fall.
The study appears in JAMA, Journal of the American Medical Association.
Whether they were older, younger, or different racial or ethnic group, or man or a woman, they were coming back in with the same conditions to a large degree.
Researchers say patients discharged from the hospital are just entering a second phase of their illness.
You've finished phase 1 of care, but phase 2 is getting better, recovery, convalescence, and that probably is going to take active intervention. We need to provide support for patients as they get better, stronger, healthier, probably over the whole month after they leave the hospital.
Catherine Dolph, The JAMA Report.